Welcome to Morning Listeners. This is Nilima Keyes, and today we are bringing to you a rapid fire session with Mr. Nick Thorsch. Hello, Nick.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
So, are you ready for the rapid fire session?
I am.
Cool. So, let's start then. Who is your inspiration and why?
Ooh, my inspiration. Well, Elon Musk, I would say right now at this point, just because, he's the most famous ecopreneur. A lot of criticism has certainly been leveled against him, but at the same time, he's achieved a lot. He's helped basically shift very stubborn industries like the auto industry and the energy industry. So, he deserves a lot of credit.
Cool. Summer or winter?
I was born in spring. So, I love the summer. I love being able to go to the beach. Winter, can be a little bit cold. So, I live in Southern California where it's nice and warm. So I'll pick summer.
I love beaches too. They're amazing. What's something new happening in your life right now?
Something new is, launching Share to Seed. I'm excited to get it out there. It's, the biggest thing I've done in my life. So it's definitely going through a lot of growing pains. But, as I look back, you look back and go, I'm glad I did that. That was worth it.
Sure. What advice would you give to your younger self if you had a chance to time travel?
I think, just the value of people, right? If you think in terms of business perspective, your net worth is your net worth. But, a child doesn't think in terms of net worth. A child thinks in terms of their relationships with their parents. Last year, I lost my dad. I can't talk to him anymore. I can't, converse with him, have a conversation with him or anything like that. So you never know when your loved ones are going to pass, and especially during this time of a pandemic, any day could be our last. So value those relationships.
I can understand what you're going through now because last year even I lost my granddad. So it's really hard when you lose your loved ones during the pandemic. May his soul rest in peace. In which subject were you the best at school?
Which subject? Now, is this just school or university too?
In school.
So, all right. So K through 12. I'd probably say math, just because it's logical. People aren't necessarily logical. English, was about Shakespeare and Jack Kerouac. Math was more straightforward. I loved algebra in particular, just because, it was slightly complicated, but I understood it well. So I think it, made me feel a little bit of satisfaction that I knew it and other people didn't know it as well.
All right. Cats or dogs?
Sorry, was that cats or dogs?
Yep.
Well, right now, actually, we have two dogs in the backyard. They're interesting. They love to sniff and, do their thing here and there. But at the same time, they're always loving and they just want love and affection.
True. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be?
I love Hawaii for sure. I've been there a couple times. I love New Zealand as well too. And I think, what connects them both is, they're islands in the Pacific, and they're green, they're lush, and they still retain some of their native cultures and ways. They just have a great vibe about them.
What would you change about yourself?
Change about myself. Well, I couldn't say a bigger bank account because that wouldn't be about myself per se. I don't know. I could say, I think everyone just wants to be happier, right? World isn't perfect. And so, but I think if we're making our strides to make our world a better place and make our life better, then we're making progress.
Right. What is something that you do not like doing?
Sometimes getting in the sleep gets in the way of doing things. But at the same time, I, learned to value it. I'd probably say driving on the freeway, just because, you're limited by the traffic and the few number of lanes and the speed limits and everything like that and the smog that's out there. So, I don't like driving on the freeway, even though I would like to like it.
Who do you love the most?
Well, I mean, I would say God. It's got to start with not only us, but not only in terms of, kind of limiting it to ourselves. I think in all religions or spirituality throughout the world, it's always about loving God, loving beyond ourselves.
What is the first thing you notice about someone when you meet them for the first time?
I mean, I think you notice their presence, their vibe, their body language, right? Their energy that they give off. And certainly you've got a great presence too, which is why you're great for media.
Thank you. What is the best compliment you've ever gotten?
Best compliment? I don't know. I mean, just, when someone says that they love my work, something that I've produced, because to get someone to love something, especially these days when there's so many reasons to, feel bad about the world, it's nice to know that you're making a positive difference in the world.
If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Any animal, wow. I mean, does that include like mammals, like dolphins?
Okay. Describe yourself in 5 words.
Sorry, describe what?
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Describe myself in 5 words. Well, okay, I guess we'll go for individual words that add up to 5. So we'll go with about thoughtful, caring, charismatic, leader, and passionate.
Cool. What is your favorite childhood memory?
I mean, I'd say, just, having fun with my sisters. We'd go outside and, either play in the backyard or go on hikes or whatnot together. Yeah, just, having fun with family.
Right. I don't have siblings. I'm an only child, but I think it would be really fun having siblings during your childhood, to have small fights with them and all. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how good are you when it comes to keeping secrets?
Keeping secrets. Oh dear. I mean, we'll go with the 5, I mean, we'll say, because, sometimes, I think the truth always needs to be out in the open. So that's where I'm coming from as far as that other half, in terms of like the truth always comes out eventually. So I think if you get good at telling the truth in a way that's well received is, the other half of that 5.
Right. If you could say one thing to God, what would you say?
What have we done here? And how do we fix this mess?
Great. So on that note, we have come to the end of this rapid fire session. Thank you so much for watching the entire session. Hope you all enjoyed the same. And thank you, Nick, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.